Hello, it is Fate. Pronouns are they, them, and I am the knitting witch or the fiber witch. And today I wanted to bring to you a little spread I like to call for the collective. And it's my communal tarot offering for people of this world and for people who align with it. I feel that if we're all working towards healing, self acceptance, and the rights and freedom of oppression of others, this really applies to us. This is a non-hierarchical reading, so you can interpret the cards as you see fit, but my interpretations of them are as follows. The first card I pulled was the Six of Coins, which happens to be the Biancherto Truffle, and that is from the Mushroom Hunter's Arcanum by Joe Buckley. And I got this deck because I love mushrooms. Oh my gosh, are they the coolest thing on this whole planet? So without further ado, the Biancherto Truffle is the Six of Coins, also known as the Six of Pentacles or Earth. And the question I asked is, how can the collective heal? So I call my communal people the collective. They value generosity and kindness. Or the Bianco truffle is value generosity and kindness, giving and receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, and charity. Giving of time or money, every contribution is well received. So this is probably a person who's buying and shopping local, who is making sure they're using ethical brands. They're very conscious in what they're doing and making sure that their efforts are gifted back. So going to the community, even if you're not necessarily that person, but maybe you're giving charity wise, or you're very charitable and you're just very giving. And that might not just be of money. It could be giving of time, money. Every contribution you're making is well received. Some of the things you need to do is accept gifts with gratitude and to identify ways to become self-sufficient. Maybe you're getting too many gifts. Maybe you're relying on others' charity, and you need to be self-sufficient, as in you need to be able to be the person who is a conduit for yourself. So a conduit of healing, conduit of finances, conduit of charity of yourself. But this means you're going into financial harmony because the scales are balanced. But maybe you don't identify with that, and the reversed meanings of this card is you need to find self-care because you're maybe giving too much of yourself, and you need to find those who receive your gifts, receive your money, and will give back equally. You need to not overcommit. You need to support yourself first before giving back, and keep ego out of charity. Maybe you're giving charity, but you're very much like, oh, look at me, I'm so good, I help the poor. That's helping no one. The next card I picked was the King of Fire, also known the King of Wands, and that is from the Flower of the Magic Fern Ukrainian Tarot, and that is by Tania Andrushko. And sorry if my accent is wrong. I being of the diaspora of Ukrainian peoples, I'm still learning, so bear with me. So the question I asked was, what does healing look like for the collective? And these are both for today. So this is what you can do today. The King of Fire is passionate, noble, powerful, resilient, maybe an influencer, visionary, mindful leader, natural born leader, vision, having a vision, entrepreneur, and having honor. The question you need to ask yourself, and for you journalers out there, is how can I find inspiration from the beauty that exists in my own life? So looking towards your life and seeing where beauty is, seeing where creation is, seeing where, the mundane is beautiful, I think is a really good thing to journal about, or even to sit and meditate on. So the thing is, you need to direct others to a common goal, lead life with intent, and long-term outlook. You need to have long-term obtainable success with lasting impact. So working non-hierarchal is really important, knowing that others can bring to the table and you can look at it and be kind of like the architect. So you want carpenters, you want engineers, you want lay people, you want mathematics, you want all these people to be with you and work with you and hear all their planning, so that way you can architecturally make the best plan that you can feasibly do. So what that means in life is, if you're working with a lot of people, or maybe you're the head of a household, head of a company, or maybe you haven't stepped into that yet and you're having a hard time putting together ideas, it's really important to take a step back and say, how can I do this non-hierarchically? Like, how can I do this without being bossy and running the show? How can I do this where everyone's voice feels heard and everyone feels involved? The last card is the Alchemist, and that is from the Citadel Oracle deck, and it's by Fez Inkwright. And I said, what archetype are we governed by today? And I got the Alchemist, and it landed sideways like that. So I believe because it's going towards the right, so in my direction, it's east towards the rising sun. I believe that's stepping into the role. We're stepping into it. So the Alchemist is balance, invention, and destruction. And what that means is something must be destroyed to create a new. We can't build our house on bad ground. So like, if we're building a house, again, from the architectural standpoint, you can't build a house on sand. You need to have a firm foundation. So your foundation is rocky at best. So you need to create anew and destroy some of the things that are holding you back. And my friend Amanda does this wonderful shedding ceremony where you take parts of yourself that you no longer need and you can lay them to rest. So I highly recommend that, as well as possibly a cord cutting for those things that are holding on for dear life. You need to reassess situations and find middle ground at some point. Maybe you've burnt all your bridges, or maybe you're in the process of burning bridges, and there's people you want to keep around, but you're just finding them just not appealing to your highest good. Reassess that situation and find a middle ground. You don't want to burn all your bridges, because then you're you're not community minded, but you need to burn some of them because they're just not helping you obtain your highest good. You have new opportunities if you let go. So I feel like this, even though we have the generosity, I feel like this is a very fire focused day. Like, I feel today is very much ruled by fire, because sometimes you need to have controlled fire, like a controlled burn on earth, to plant anew. And we see that in some species, I believe it's pine trees, where forest fires actually help them spread the seeds and open up their pine cone. So I feel like in order to have a new outlook on life, we have to burn some stuff to the ground. We have to really assess our lives, and we're at a point where we can assess lives and, burn some things to the ground. So I believe this is a really positive reading. And I don't mean positive in a love and light. I mean a positive in a, we're going towards a goal that is healthy and sustainable for ourselves. I hope this resonated with you. And as always, me and Noodle love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And my plan is to put one of these out every day that my body is willing and able. Thank you and have a great day.